Chapter 3.
After these things came Jesus and his disciples into the land of Judea, and there he tarried with them and baptized. And John also was baptizing in Aenon, near to Salim, because there was much water there. And they came and were baptized, for John was not yet cast into prison. Then there arose a question between some of John's disciples and the Jews about purifying. And they came unto John and said unto him, Rabbi, he who was with you beyond Jordan, to whom you bear witness, behold, the same baptizes, and he receives of all people who come unto him. John answered and said, A man can receive nothing except it be given him from heaven. You yourselves bear me witness, that I said I am not the Christ, but that I am sent before him. He who has the bride is the bridegroom. But the friend of the bridegroom, who stands and hears him, rejoices greatly because of the bridegroom's voice. This my joy is therefore fulfilled. He must increase, but I must decrease. He who comes from above is above all. He who is of the earth is earthly, and speaks of the earth. He who comes from heaven is above all. And what he has seen and heard, that he testifies, and but few men receive his testimony. He who has received his testimony is set to a seal that God is true. For he whom God has sent speaks the words of God, for God gives him not the Spirit by measure, for he dwells in him, even the fullness. The Father loves the Son and has given all things into his hands, and he who believes on the Son has everlasting life and shall receive of his fullness. But he who believes not the Son shall not receive of his fullness, for the wrath of God is upon him. When therefore the Pharisees had heard that Jesus made and baptized more disciples than John, they sought more diligently some means that they might put him to death. For many received John as a prophet, but they believed not on Jesus. Now the Lord knew this, though he himself baptized not so many as his disciples, for he suffered them for an example, preferring one another. And he left Judea, and departed again into Galilee, and said unto his disciples, I must go through Samaria.